Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. This is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
Well, look at that. That looks like familiar territory right there. Look at that. Beautiful studio. The one we're all used to being in. Beautiful Slackers logo down there at the bottom. The right size and everything. Here we are, man. We're back in our usual form from the Slackers studio. It's Taylor and it's Rudy and it's LG. We've been stepchildren kicked out of our studio because LG was on vacation, and so it's good to be back in the room.
He was on a staycation.
Okay. I was told you were going to go on a staycation, and then you start posting pictures from foreign towns. So I'm happy to follow ruses. I'm happy to do bits. I just need to know what was public and what was not. Can you safely say now you were actually out of the country?
Yeah, if you want to say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where were you? If you want to make up something. I don't know.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Montreal.
Yes, LG decided to go to Montreal, Canada.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Not that I wouldn't go to Montreal, Canada, but why did you decide to go to begin with?
I found a $350 round trip ticket.
Good enough.
Mm-hmm.
How
What
was
airline?
Delta on the way, American on the way back.
All right. How does one get to Montreal? New York first? Chicago?
Dallas has a direct, but I went through Atlanta on the way there and Dallas on the well,
I hate Atlanta's airport.
it was pretty straightforward. There's no issues. We had Airbuses all the way around. So,
Well, welcome home.
yeah, thank you.
Are you ready to move to Canada?
Absolutely not.
It's too cold,
Not
right?
Montreal, at least.
Yeah. Well, it's like being in France.
What? Did you not like your trip? What the hell?
No, I liked it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was great. I needed it.
But
Montreal is like it's just another East Coast city.
How many people speak? I mean, how the English prevalency in Montreal, where you were staying, is probably not. It's probably low, right?
Yeah, it's like 10% maybe.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all
Right.
French.
Probably like people in the service industry spoke English.
Yeah,
but not
all the
locals.
bartenders and
Okay.
waitresses and stuff.
So what did you do,
but
Holmes? You went alone too, which I think is really cool.
I checked out the whole city. I walked around that whole thing. Checked out their little Olympic park where they had all the Olympic games. They've turned it into like a science and scenic center. Mm-hmm. They got like a biodome out there, botanical gardens. Like they actually reused the Olympic buildings. Didn't let them go to waste.
well, then that means then the Olympics were a success for them, unlike a lot of countries.
And a lot of people didn't get shipped in and basically hired as indentured slaves and get killed.
No.
That's true. That's true.
Well, welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome home. Did you learn any new things about? See, it's so weird because Canada's weird in that it's two countries in one. Because you've got the English-speaking side, and then you've got Quebec and all that shit over Nova Scotia. Those are weirdos over there.
Quebec.
Screw all that.
Quebec
How was the trees?
Oh, there's cannabis scene is amazing.
Oh,
Okay.
those
It's the best and most affordable cannabis scene I've seen on the planet Earth.
I've heard Oregon's the best.
I haven't been to Oregon, so
I've heard
I don't
Oregon.
know that one.
And I've heard a lot of people tell me Cali's whack.
Cali has good quality,
But it's
the
just too
prices,
expensive, yeah.
Canada's cheap, and it's all sold and ran by the government, so the prices are regulated.
I'm just happy to hear him talking about smoking weed again.
Why?
I like LG's. I like LG off the wagon. That's my favorite LG.
What kind of
Smoking
friend
LG.
are you?
Well, I'm a smoker. I don't like when my smoking buddies quit smoking. It pisses me off. It's the thing that bonds us, and then you quit doing something. You ever had a buddy that you had commonalities with, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm not doing this anymore. It's kind of like when you're in high school or you're in college and you're single and everybody's single and your homeboy gets married. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for being nice to know you. See you twice a year when you're allowed to go hang out with us again, you know? You lose that kinship, that bond.
I feel you. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I guess it's probably not. Look, if you'd quit drinking, that's great. That's great.
I wish.
Stop smoking.
I
Come
need
on.
I
now.
need a detox.
You
after
need a
this
sauna.
trip. Yeah,
You need to find a sauna ASAP.
What was the drinking sitch?
it was
You
wild.
drink a bunch of local stuff,
I mean, yeah, I did.
beer, wine,
Beer,
all of it.
wine, yeah, mostly. I'll tell you what, though, the music scene there blows away any city I've ever been to in the States.
Live band
But hold
scene?
on,
Yes.
but see,
Yes.
LG likes LG likes a certain type of music, so
No.
it just depends on the type of
likes a
music
lot of
you
different-
like.
They got everything.
No, I know he's eclectic.
They got
I understand that.
You name it, they got it. They have one of the biggest jazz festivals in the world, but they also have hip hop clubs, electronic dance clubs, reggae clubs. Just every corner, there's a new band you can see.
Damn.
And the public transportation is great. And poutine is way overrated.
What's that?
You know, you go to the door, you ring the doorbell, you give the guy $40, and then you go in there and give the girl $150, and you get poutine.
What do you mean
Something
it's
like that.
overrated?
Poutine is their national snack there. It's
Oh.
French fries with cheese curds and
Oh, I was like,
and
what?
gravy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
it
like,
went over
what?
Rudy's head.
Yeah,
You got to be white and Canadian to know about
Yeah,
poutine.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
And I was doing dumbass jokes about sex.
it's definitely overrated.
I had poutine with the former radio play-by-play man of the San Antonio Rampage. I forgot his name.
Dan Weiss?
No, the guy before Dan.
I don't remember
Weiss.
the guy.
Oh, then I don't know.
Big, tall,
anybody
bald
before.
guy with glasses. Had a real big, grovelly voice. And they go for the Rampage.
Don't remember him.
Yeah,
He was super nice, a Canadian, and we had poutine. He and me and him and I think Jim Bob had poutine. I just wanted to have it because it was called poutine because I'm a sex nut. No. It was actually pretty good if you're hammered and drunk and don't give a shit about putting 7,000 calories in your body.
That's good for.
Oh, you
In
just
one
need
sitting.
to you need to sober up.
It's good sober up food, no question.
That's true.
It's middle of the
That
night,
is
get
true.
drunk, let's go eat some French fries with fucking gravy and cheese curds because why not?
I hate gravy.
Well, welcome home, man.
Thank
Did you learn any new French terms?
Not really. No. Bonsoir, bonjour.
Okay.
Merci.
Merci. How do you say
Merci.
marijuana?
Cannabis.
A cannabis?
Yeah, cannabis.
A lot of
Cannabis.
Haitians up there.
Yes, they're working in all the dispensaries for some strange reason.
Rudy had to check in on the black man scene in
You
Canada.
know it.
Are they all Haitian?
There's shitloads of black people there.
Oh, yeah,
everywhere.
it makes sense because the French.
All of
See?
them, yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
French.
See,
So do like Haitian refugees and shit decide, oh, let's go to Montreal because they speak French?
I don't know.
I'm thinking.
There's a bunch of them there. I think
if
they
you
were.
could get out of Haiti, you don't care where you go.
Yeah, but it's
It
helpful
could
if
be
you can speak
it could
French.
be Miami. It could
Yeah.
be Texas. If you just want to get the hell out of Haiti.
We haven't seen the sun in 6 weeks, but we're no longer in Haiti.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Depot Noir. That's another one I learned. That means bodega.
Huh.
The Dep, they call it.
I like bodegas because they have the stuff that you can't find at Valero or
That's true.
Quick Trip.
The
That's
gangster
what I-
rap Cheetos and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Depot Noir.
No, I don't need to find Rick Ross's barbecue chips.
You can
Mike.
get those at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Not in my neighborhood. We don't have that
Biggie
stuff.
Smalls barbecue. Yeah. they
Yeah,
got
all
it.
that shit, Mike.
Biggie Small.
How was the pizza, Jesus? The pizza was eclectic.
Yeah.
But
The pizza situation is nice there.
I don't think he was talking about that pizza.
But neither am I.
Oh.
The varieties were nice.
Well, they
And
got, they got
all
Haitian
like,
pizza.
They were all
apparently.
like, 7 to 10s. Nothing lower than that.
Atta baby. Nice work. Well, I'm glad
Yeah,
you're
I'm distracted. I'm watching all my bills go through, making sure I don't overdraft.
screwed, blued, and not tattooed.
Sorry.
Welcome home, LG.
Wow.
Bienvenue. How do you say welcome? Bienvenue.
yeah, that's it. You got
Bienvenue.
it.
My French needs to get better.
It's a tough
Well, it
language.
should.
man.
You're white.
It's not an easy
That's
language.
racist.
Exactly. We used to make this a racist show. You talking about rapper chips?
In a bodega? That's real. What do you find rapper chips in the Whole Foods?
You find
Yeah, you probably can, actually.
you find
They want to
chopped
be
cheese.
diverse. Whole Foods just decided we're
Chopped
going to need to be
cheese and
diverse.
shit
Let's
like
have the P. Diddy poutine snacks here in our Haitian bodega in Montreal.
I don't think those would sell well.
No. Diddy's about out of here, bro.
You think?
Oh,
no, he's too
He's
rich and
canceled,
famous.
dude. He's out of here. Because again, the feds are after you. 95% close rate. They don't miss often. They're there when they're and now right now they have to save face. They kicked in this man's door and put his children
Damn.
in handcuffs. They're not. They didn't do that. They can't do that. And then all of a sudden be like, all right, we got no case.
Bad boy.
They can't embarrass themselves. He's done.
I'll say this: it's harder to be a rich celebrity and get away with murder. You know, like you used to be able to do. It's not
Right.
fun for celebrities anymore because now they actually do try to crack down on you. Even Bill Cosby, even though he got exonerated later and got released
Bill-
on a fucking technicality.
Bill went in there with his walking stick. He
Yeah.
was blind.
You can do.
Jello pudding. Stop naming your black kids Laquita.
But Bill never goes to prison in the 80s. He never goes to prison in the 90s.
No.
Now, I mean, hell, OJ might have gone to prison had he sliced off 2 people's heads. And I put that in quotations because Rudy says he was exonerated, so quit calling him guilty.
What do you think, Nicole?
OJ may have gotten convicted in today's world.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's not as it's harder out here for a rich celebrity.
He got off because they owed us one from Rodney.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with OJ getting off, by the way.
I'm not. It's now you don't have to be okay with it. The justice system spoke.
Well, the justice system also put to death thousands of people prior to DNA testing that were not guilty too.
True that.
Yeah. A whole lot of black folks got sent to their deaths for about 150 years in this country. Many of them were innocent. So, you know what? Give the black man OJ, y'all, because a lot of black men went down for nothing in the day. So,
thank you.
Anyway, welcome home, LG. My French needs to get better because, you know, the old saying, "Act as if, and it shall be." Try to will things to happen.
Manifest it.
Yes, I think oftentimes we get guilty of manifesting bad things. Oh, I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose my house. Oh, my kid's an idiot. My kid's an idiot. My kid's an idiot. My wife's going to cheat. My wife's going to cheat. My wife's going to... And you kind of manifest it, to use LG's word. I want to try to manifest something cool. In the building, I'm going to say it now. This is dumb. I'm running the risk of making this look dumb here. I'm making a business decision here without permission from either one of you. Can't wait to go see Wemby play in Paris next year and represent our show.
Au contraire, bonjour.
There it is. I put it out there.
That's going to happen.
I put it out there.
That's going to happen.
Thank you. I love the attitude.
That's gonna
Act
happen.
as if. LG, are you prepared for remotes in Paris next January?
What?
Yeah,
I think it should be a goal of this
working
show.
on my French culture.
See, exactly. It's a good way. It's a good segue into. We find out in the middle of our show yesterday that the Spurs are going to play the Indiana Pacers
2 times.
a quote home and home.
Yeah.
January 23rd and 25th in a stadium or arena to be determined in Paris. Victor Wembanyama, his hometown.
And
How
not only,
badass is that?
it's badass. It just sucks they're going to get beat by a combined 60.
I'm not worried about that. Or are they?
You don't want...
Is Wembanyama, Daniel, Marshall, Trae Young going to go in there and kick ass and slap the Pacers around next year? Our big 3 that we're going to have next year at that time.
Danielle Marshall. That's a blast from the past.
We're going to go get Jerry Stackhouse in free agency this year. No, so I'm excited, and the Spurs will have a different looking team. I'm willing to guarantee it. I don't know they're going to have a super team in a year, but they're working on that. So the Spurs will play in Indiana. Did I get that right? Yeah, January 23rd, 25th. They're going to give up They're going to give up a 3rd home game for this. They already give up 2 to Austin. So now we're going to give up yet another home game to go over to French, which I think is worth it because it makes Victor Wembanyama happy. It helps the Spurs build their brand beyond these shores.
The brand is built beyond the shores because of Wemby.
Well, yeah, and like you've been saying,
you said he was 3rd in digital views this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
yeah. Vic has the power of He-Man with the Spurs. It's Vic who spurred this whole idea. As soon as the Spurs drafted him, and I think it's cute that R.C. Buford yesterday in his statement also included City Sissoko too. Well, we got 2 French guys in the draft last year. Okay. We're not going to France if City Sissoko's the only Frenchman that got drafted. No offense. They get Wembanyama, and it just made sense. Okay, cool, let's go play some games in France. And it's going to be great. And I would love for this show to be able to pull this off. I'm giving LG 9 months' notice here to let us know what it is we need, technically speaking. And provided UTSA doesn't have a softball game that week, I would like us to go to France. Let's start figuring that out. See if we can't get that done.
January, it would have to be basketball, I think.
Right. Well, let's mail in UTSA and go to France.
Well, let's book it.
All right. Let's talk
January, I think LG be fine.
Should be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh yeah, if he's doing hoops. Yeah. But trust me, if we're getting on a plane to leave the country, he'll tell the great folks, that line his pockets. Hey, I'll be back in a couple
because he's so
days.
anti-America.
He's not anti-American.
If we get him out of the country, then he's fine with mailing in UTSA.
He's pro being worldly. He's pro-worldly, not
Right.
anti-America.
So let's just put that. The sales department now is speaking. We're going to put that out into the ether. We're going to act as if. We're going to manifest it. The sales department needs sponsorship dollars in order to make that happen, though. If you want to sponsor In the Building's trip to Paris, hell, go with us.
Let's go.
Get some sponsor to go with. Y'all go with us, company.
What's that kid's name? Teriyaki? He's probably going to be there.
Huh?
What's the little Asian kid that flies all around the country seeing the Spurs?
Oh, like the Super Spurs fan?
Yeah,
I don't know. Chris Duell always has him on his show.
yeah. You don't know who I'm talking about?
Sure.
Let me look him up so I
Okay.
can get his name right.
We have more than one Japanese listener.
I don't know if he's Japanese, Mike.
No,
I'm pretty sure he is.
yeah, no, he is. He is Japanese. You just lump them all in there and call them all Asians.
Taro Kotani.
That's Japanese.
Taro, yeah.
Taro
Katani.
Okay. I was surprised you didn't use the offensive Asian voice that you always do.
Taro Katani.
See, that's
I
offensive.
tried it. No, it's not. I'm attempting to say it the right way. I'll tell you what, it's less offensive than Taro Katani. At least I gave it a shot.
I think it's better if you just do it with no accent.
Taro Katani.
There you go.
Taro Katani. That's not good.
No.
Dude, I learned my accent from video games. That's what they had. Watch it.
We also had Speedy Gonzalez, who I was informed of by my in-laws. They loved Speedy, and we should shut up.
Yeah, they love him.
Yeah.
My wife told me to my face, she was like, "We were just happy we had someone."
Correct.
I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's that uber left rich
who
white,
was
those
this
rich
drunk-
white liberals telling minorities how to be.
Who was his drunk homie? He always had a homie.
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Yeah,
no
they didn't-
way.
they didn't
that
like-
was not his name.
Yes, it was.
They didn't like Slowpoke.
That
It
was not his
Slowpoke.
name.
Yes, it was, Rudy.
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Slow Rod. Yeah, Slowpoke Rodriguez. I'm the slowest mouse in all Mexico.
Slowpoke Pedro Rodriguez.
And he was very lazy, and he had cerveza all the time. And he didn't.
Speedy had to save him because he kept trying to steal the Gatos queso.
Correct.
This is awful, dude.
But like you said, Mexicanos at the time were like, "Cool, we got representation."
I'll tell you what, the French don't accept Pepe Le Pew.
No, they don't. They do not. The rich white liberals that like to tell minorities what's racist and what they should be offended by, they won that battle too. Speaking of trips, boys,
Go ahead.
we got to figure out my Hawaii scene. LG, while you were away, I booked a flight to Honolulu, Hawaii, May 27th. That's a Monday.
No one told me.
I'm telling you now. I will be
love
back
that sound,
June 3rd. So I'm out from May 27th through June the 3rd. It's a Monday to Monday. Rudy is also in California most of that week. I'm absolutely willing to do programs, but I cannot do them at 4 a.m. Honolulu time.
So you don't give a shit about In the Building.
I love In the Building, but I do not give a shit about In the Building versus my twin.
I'm kidding.
If they lived in France, I'd be ahead of y'all in time, but I'm going to be 5 hours behind us in Texas time. And so we do these shows at 9 a.m. every day, which I think is a good idea for now. But I cannot be getting up to do 4 a.m. show times. And honestly, I really would. But my twins would be in there, sleep with me in the room. And here's the other thing. I don't have any idea where I'm going to stay right now, too. So this is the
what happened
conundrum. I have a
there's
massive conundrum.
So I saw you put the video out. No responses yet?
A couple, but nothing of substance yet.
Okay.
Nothing that I can rely on.
Okay, cool.
So here's my conundrum. I went ahead and booked flights without any idea. I'm trying to act as if. I'm trying to put into... I need to manifest a place to stay. There's some pretty good campsites in Hawaii on the beach that would be fun, and I could make it work, and it would be cheaper. But I ain't going to be able to do shows in a yurt on a beach because there's no Wi-Fi. There's no reception. There's nothing. I couldn't even use my phone.
Well, I can almost assure by then you'll have a place to stay, and we'll figure it out.
You're right. I just don't know where it is now.
We're not going to put negative.
Correct.
You're not going to be sleeping on the beach for a week.
That's right. I posted a video yesterday. I'm not looking for charity. I'm looking to
A sponsor will help you raise some money, help you get some money for your company.
That's correct. I'm willing to make you the title sponsor of our show for a week. we'll call ourselves In the Building, presented by Whataburger or McDonald's or Rudy's Hamburgers, whatever. Because then I could use those dollars and find and I'll stay in a nice place. Doesn't have to be the Four Seasons. A place with decent Wi-Fi. Right. That's it. So we've got to figure out shows here in a few weeks. I haven't seen my kids since December, and that's way too long. Highly unfortunate. Yeah. And so I decided, fuck it. While I've got flight money, I'm gonna go ahead and book a flight. I had a $200 credit from United from a year and a half ago when they screwed me, and there was a delay. A mechanical issue. I got stuck in San Francisco for a night and had to go to a hotel and the whole bit, and didn't even. I was late getting home by a day, but they gave me a $200 voucher, and so I used it this week to book round trip to Honolulu and back. I just have no idea where I'm going to stay now.
You'll figure it out.
We're going to figure it out.
Let's tell you.
You should look into hostels with private rooms.
I've seen you know what?
Writing this down. This is why I wanted to talk to you about this, because you're a traveling man.
I saw that when I was trying to book my room for the next trip. I saw the hostels, and they're like $50-something a night.
Yeah, but that's probably a dorm room.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Right. I don't want to have my 12.
No.
Hostels are typically dorm rooms, but some of them have private rooms where you can upgrade and you get your own bathroom and nobody's allowed in there.
Okay, cool. What about the Wi-Fi scene, like doing shows?
Hostels usually have good Wi-Fi.
All right. I'm willing to do that too, so we'll see. And I want to take my gear with me so I can make sure that I do good shows.
I don't think you need to do that.
Just my laptop?
I'll give you a headset right here.
All right.
And you don't even need your laptop. Just
okay, so I don't need a lot. So reach out to me. I'll stay at the Four Seasons if y'all want me to. Would be sponsors, we 4 or 5. And I'm not. This ain't for charity. I'm just trying to do shows. I'm trying to it to be a cool way to put your name on Taylor's Hawaiian trip.
There you go.
Do it.
And I'm willing to, especially if I have enough support, I'll rent a car. We can drive all over the island, me and the twins, and we'll shoot videos for the sponsor too that week. I can do live chats on Twitter from the beach and shit like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, someone put him up at Turtle Bay. We'll get some shots of the
I would
golf
love
course.
that. I would love to be at Turtle Bay because every time I go the last year, I always stay in Waikiki and I get sick of it because it's tourist hell.
Sorry, Mr. Local. Sorry, us tourists are invading your space, sir.
After 2 days, I'm over it, and it's also everything's expensive. Everything's overly priced. It's ridiculous. Turtle Bay is way up off into the hinterlands. I would love that. That's where I lost that club, by the way. That
$300 Scotty.
The Scotty that Kelly Slater tried to help me find.
That's when you were getting that iHeart money. It was a drop in the bucket.
Can't do that now. I'm gonna stay at Turtle Bay and play golf. I'm gonna need some sponsorship support. So we're a hustle. We're a podcast. This is how you make money. We're influencers.
But this ain't your little brothers or your homeboys podcast. This is not a hobby.
That's correct. I'm not like some little shithead.
Yeah, this is a real podcast.
I'm going to post selfies as a influencer. We're going to do badass talk shows while I'm there.
Two Hall of Famers.
This
is not your homeboys podcast. It started because they make funny comments when they're watching football games.
If you are interested in helping In the Building stay on the air while I'm in Hawaii, then reach out to me. Email me, MikeTaylorShow@gmail.com. Jump into my DMs. Let's hang out. If you come up to me in person, let's talk about it. We've got 2 appearances Saturday and Sunday this weekend.
We're busy.
People that can come up and hang out with us. All right, let's go through the appearances this week. We'll get 2 live spots out of the way in one. You ready? Saturday is May the 4th.
Be with you.
Do we have times? 3:30 to 5:30 is what I put out there yesterday for the Texas Cheer. You down with that? All right, I'm writing that down. It's in ink. This Saturday, 3:30 to 5:30.
LG, you're a monster.
Rudy and I will be at Texas Cheer Liquor number 8. It is the store on 410 and Military. Very good. I like
between
410.
LA Fitness and Academy.
Okay, 3:30 to 5:30. We're going to have a taco truck out there. We're doing tequila tastings. Alma de Jaguar, i.e. Jaguar.
I like that.
Tequila.
Mike. I like that. Give me some.
Thank you. See, I can pronounce Spanish words.
Give me some.
It's not offensive.
No, you're in San Antonio.
Alma de Jaguar, tequila tasting.
You're 33%.
Thank you. Y free taco. Tacos gratis. Taylor and Rudy J. And we're not doing a show. We're just going to go hang out and eat tacos and drink tequila. So y'all come. Right. Yeah. It's cool when we do shows, but a lot of y'all will come out and we'll do a show, and it's great. This is an opportunity where we can just hang out and shoot the shit.
Yeah.
And as always, 5% off all purchases. come, and that's every day, but
That's
especially
every
this
day.
day. Yeah, every day, and all
And the tacos are
Texas
free.
True Liquors, 5% off all purchases. Tacos are free while they last.
And I know there's going to be tastings. I know there's going to be raffles for different type of swag.
Mm-hmm.
Now, LG, I know you have a life and you're probably traveling yesterday. So I found out, because since it's the May the 4th be with you, the listeners and Mike started saying, why don't you be the black guy from Star Wars? And I immediately got offended. And then I Googled who Lando was, and I was immediately excited, but I don't know where I can get a Lando costume in 4 days.
When he needs
Are
a
you sure
cape.
they meant Lando or Samuel L., who died?
No.
No, we're talking about old school Star Wars figures. Yeah. Billy D.
I want to be Billy D, but I
You
don't
should have
need
saw the look on Rudy's face where I'm like, yeah, we'll bring a Colt 45 and a pack of Cools. He thought I was being racist. That's what Billy D. Williams promoted all throughout the 80s. He'd have a cool menthol, Colt 45. Fucking cool with his cape. Fucking cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah. Okay. I need to be Han Solo.
Then who's LG?
I don't know. Who is LG?
Motherfucking Luke Skywalker.
Okay. He could,
He was like, how dare
okay,
you?
fine. Be Luke Skywalker.
could
Get
be
him a
Luke.
blonde wig.
Why not?
That's Saturday. Come hang out and celebrate. May the 4th be with you and have free tacos and get 5% off all booze purchases.
No, he could be Asian Luke. I mean, we got Black Mermaid. We got Black
Were there
Little
any
Mermaid.
Asians in the OG Star Warses? I don't think there were.
They weren't letting them on movies yet, except Bruce.
I don't remember one.
Bruce was the
They
only
weren't
person allowed
letting
in
them
Hollywood.
on movies yet.
You know, y'all
Except
took a long
Bruce.
time to let everybody in. You eventually let the black man in, then you let women in
Slowly.
Then eventually the Hispanics, and
Sure.
and then you let the Asians in, other than Bruce, because Bruce wasn't Asian. Bruce is Bruce. There's certain realms you get to when you're not what you are. You're just Bruce Lee.
Like OJ,
Yeah,
Bruce Lee. You're a brand.
You're Michael Jordan.
Yes.
You're not black. You're not
Correct.
Asian. You're just
Correct.
that. Bruce was
See.
just Bruce. Be like water, Mike.
Stokes says LG could be Chewy. We can't put him in a Chewbacca outfit. He'll look more like an Ewok. He's too short. Him dressed as Chewbacca, he's 5'8". Maybe. Wow.
That's fine. Moving on.
All right, moving on. All right, then on Sunday,
I liked Ewoks. They were cute.
they were sweet. I liked them. Wicked. Was that the little sweet one that
Yeah.
found Princess Leia when she fell off her little cruiser?
snowmobile, yeah.
No, it was a little cruiser in the jungle.
Oh, yeah, that's
in the
right.
trees. She got wiped out, and Ewok found her. Sunday, we're doing a show.
Yes, and I do have the
And
times.
what are the times?
Same, 3 to 5.
3 to 5. Okay, cool. So 3 to 5 Sunday,
Cinco de Mayo.
we're going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Now, what is this holiday? Like, let's get it right, because there's some people say it's something, some people say it's not.
It's when Pancho Villa killed all those white guys down on the border.
So this is a real hot. This ain't some American made up bullshit to reason to drink.
No.
This is real.
No, it's when Pancho Villa
Because I know Battle of Flowers
slaughtered
ain't
all
real.
those white people on the border.
Battle of Flowers ain't real.
He
Only in
struck
San
one
Antonio.
for the brown man.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So we're going to celebrate the death of lots of white people on Sunday.
What?
Cinco de Mayo, crawfish boil at Slackers. Come and take it is a local cooker company.
You wanna
cooking
sell
crew.
some shit in Texas? Put "come and take it" in front of it.
Well, yeah, that's what we're doing. Come and take the crawfish. 2,000 pounds of crawdaddies.
And you know why they went up to 2,000? Because that 1,500 was getting thin when,
Yes, sir.
when we were out there
I know.
for 420.
Out. $20 for a wristband.
Okay.
But you get to see us do our show 3 to 5. You get the crawfish plate. Got live entertainment, lots of different vendors out there, including our live podcast, so a swag drop, giveaways all day, EMOS. It'll be the biggest Cinco de Mayo party in the city. The doors open at noon. Rudy and I will do our show at 3. And this is at the Thousand Oaks location, 281 in Thousand Oaks. Slackers, the official studio sponsor, will legit be, they're our studio sponsor, but we're going to be actually on location at a Slackers. Literally, Slackers will be the studio that day on Sunday. All right?
Literally.
So y'all come hang out. Come to both experiences. All right. What else?
Who is Dark Helmet?
Dark Helmet? Okay.
I think he meant Darth Helmet.
Oh, who is that?
Rick Moranis.
I said LG could be him. I don't know. I wasn't.
That's from Spaceballs.
Oh.
You probably missed Spaceballs.
No, I watched Spaceballs, but I don't remember the movie.
I didn't see Spaceballs.
I remember more from Revenge of the Nerds than I do Spaceballs.
Rick Moranis. What happened to him?
His wife got cancer and he retired from acting.
Fudge.
Well, that took
What
a
a
turn.
downer.
That took a turn.
She died from cancer, and then he quit acting to raise his kids.
Didn't somebody come up to him on the street and just knock the shit out of him one
Yep,
time?
in
Just
New York.
randomly?
Just
Golly.
cold clocked him.
Why would you do that? That's a sweet man.
Because it's New York. It's a great city, but it's a shitty city.
No, it's not.
It's a shitty city.
safe.
They have 3 million rats.
Safer than San Antonio.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Mike, cut it out.
Rudy, it is. Per capita, pound for pound, man for man, we are far more dangerous than New York City. It ain't like Chirac.
Well, you know, that's something we can Google, so I'm just going to leave it out.
Go for it. Google it. You ready to punch?
Hell yeah, I'm ready to punch.
See, we're violent in this town.
Yeah, I'm ready to punch.
We can't have a fucking fiesta without murder and, cops having to kill young kids because people are stupid. So let's get violent. Who are we to be anti-violent? We might as well embrace the hate.
Let's do it.
Let's embrace the negative.
Win in Rome.
Win in San Antonio. Let's
Win
get
in San
violent.
Antonio. I'll start it off today.
All right, presented by the law office of Orlando Kill. Who we punching?
First of all, San Antonio as a whole is a reactive city. We're not proactive. Like, perfect example, 2 lanes on Petrenko. Let's put 7,000 more houses and then figure out how we're going to expand the street.
Thanks, Tex Doc.
Yeah. The Market Square has been a hub of fights. And I'm sure that wasn't the first shooting.
No, we had one last year.
So we wait till 2024 after 2 people die. Is it McManus?
The chief?
Yes. Is that his name?
Absolutely.
Police Chief McManus does his press conference and said, well, next year we're going to search all bags and purses.
Mm-hmm.
You should have been searching bags. We have a mass shooting, many mass shootings as we do teachers diddling. And we wait till 2025 to start searching bags and purses in a place that's known for violence. Not known for violence, but violence happens.
Yep.
So we got to wait till 2 people die before we do that.
Well, a dude got blown away last year.
Why weren't we searching purses and bags this year?
So I take it you're punching the chief.
Yes. The Market Square, the Fiesta Committee, all of them. Roundhouse punch all of them like it's Equalizer 4. I'm going to count to 10, and at 10, I'm going to freak all of y'all up. The committee, the city, the police chief, all of them. Because that's reactive. When you already know how crazy the world is, let alone the Market Square. How do you wait till 2025 to search bags and purses?
San Antonio.
2 people got to die first. Then now we'll do it. It's stupid. So punch them.
Yeah, man.
Fiesta Committee, all of them. I'm not letting none of them off the hook, especially when
Ray Feo. They're the ones that put on the Mercado.
Them too, then.
Yeah.
Are those the ones that dress up in the white and wear the ribbon around their waist?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't your boy in there?
Ernie.
Was he one of the people?
He's a big player with Ray Feo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Ernie
yeah.
Zuniga.
Well, punch him too.
Punching Ernie? Okay. Punching all of them. I'm sorry.
And I
Ernie.
love Ernie. Ernie's a great guy. Always
I don't
been
know that
nice,
he's in charge of the security, but fine.
nice to always
Guilt
been
by association.
nice to me, nice to my wife, but everybody got to get punched.
Understood. And they're probably punching themselves over there today, too. So the Cortez family, who also helps put this on, they released a big statement last night. Mi tierra
Oh, okay.
and La Margarita,
What'd
right
they
there
say?
next door. Enough's enough. It's time to crack down and make it harder to get into that scene. And I'm with you, Rudy. What the fuck took so long?
Right.
Y'all want to, okay. Oh, no, you always give me shit
All right, talk to me.
about being Mr. Elite Guy. Well, Taylor lived in King William, so King William. Yeah, ain't nobody gets shot in King William Fair. You know why? because they fucking charge to get in. It's expensive.
It's expensive.
And they put
as hell.
parameters around the neighborhood. And we got about 800 cops hired that are on every block of that whole street. Now, I'm not trying to get into, well, of course King William gets all the cops. I'm not trying to get into that. I'm just saying.
But there's something to that.
If you don't want punk ass motherfuckers coming to your party, don't let them in. How do you don't let them in? Overcharge. Make it expensive. It's unfortunate. It sucks.
If the market had to charge to get in, it'd be half the crowd.
And and here's the other thing, and I've had debates with people about this too. Oh, I hear money. Vince Trevino just donated $1.99 in the super chat. There are some bars in town that have raised the age limit to get in to 25 years old.
Oh, I frequent a few. I go to one. I ain't gonna say the name. They're not paying us, but it's 30 and up.
No shit.
Yeah, that's my scene. Live music, 30 and up. Mm-hmm. Everybody just want to have a good time.
Yeah, man. Here's the thing. I'm not anti-20-year-old people at all. I don't want to party with you, though, because y'all do dumbass shit. You do. You're stupid. You're immature. You don't know shit about... You're in your 20, 21, 22 years old. You are a young adult. You would think that you know better, but too many of y'all don't. So I'm going to go to bars where y'all don't go. And that's unfortunate for the good kids that we have in this city, and we have a lot of good kids.
Right.
I live with good kids.
Same.
I live with a 26-year-old, a 21-year-old, and both are great kids.
I got a 28-year-old.
Both are great kids. But the odds of a 20-year-old pulling a gun out in public,
I guarantee
with a whole bunch of people, are more than a 40-year-old doing.
I guarantee the guys that did the shooting were in their 30s or 40s.
No, 20 and 18.
Oh, shit.
Came out last
so
night.
much for that.
Two dumbass kids, not even old enough to drink. That's the other thing. You need to have a wristband. You need to be 21 to get into my Fiesta party.
Well,
that's why I go to small
but
parties.
you have to get one to get a beer. Once you get in, yeah. Once you get in to get your beer, you have to go get your wristband first. So they do card, but they don't search your bag or purse.
Once again, thanks, Vince. Wants to punch AB Quintanilla.
We punched him yesterday, Vince.
Yeah, we did.
Come on, Vince. Thank you for the money.
Yeah, thanks
Appreciate
for the money.
$4.
We punched him for what he said,
yesterday.
or we punched him for that lame-ass apology?
You punched him.
What an excuse. Oh, did I get drunk and get pissed off and I acted like an entitled bitch? Oh, God, I need an excuse. Oh, yeah, I'm bipolar. That's it. Can't blame me now. I have a mental problem. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Fuck off, AB Quintanilla. Fuck off. And I love that band. That's a great band.
Yeah.
They've had great music for 25 years.
He wrote some hits for Selena.
Dude, I'm
talented.
not saying I'm not a fan anymore. I'm just saying fuck off with that apology.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got drunk. I'm a dumbass. That's my bad. I'm going to do 3 free shows in San Antonio for the next 6 months.
But he meant that.
I'm bipolar.
Not the bipolar
I had
part.
a cancer scare. Hey, dude, so what? You don't get. I'm sorry you have bipolar disorder. You were an asshole.
Fair.
That's it. So he deserves to get punched for that.
Don't mean he wasn't telling the truth.
I still see. Rudy agrees that. You weren't here yesterday. Rudy went on a rant about how lame ass San Antonio's concert scenes are.
LG's a concert guy. LG. San Antonio's behavior at concerts, rated 1 to 10.
1?
How many concerts have you been to outside of our city in recent years? And what are you looking for? Mosh pits at the Cumbia Kings?
First of all,
it's an old Tejano band. The average fan of AB Quintanilla is a 60.
First of all, black people don't mosh pit.
I was being stupid.
I know.
I was being
I'm
funny.
just saying. But
young kids don't like the Cumbia Kings All Stars. Not a lot. That's a 60-year-old man. He's chilling.
I'm not Dan Le Batard. You don't have to come at me, bro.
I'm not coming at
LG
you.
said a 1.
How many concerts do you go to in this town in recent days, months and years?
He doesn't go because they
Not
suck.
a lot.
What is it? I'm asking you, what is it you want?
Participation.
What is Dallas going to do for the Cumbia Kings?
Participation. If I say let's have a good time, wave your hands. If y'all with me, say yeah. Say yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
Now, I
like that
wasn't
in
in the room.
any music venue in town. It's pretty lame.
All right, fine. But you know who shot y'all both down? AB Quintanilla did. Because in his lame-ass apology, he was like, y'all were fine. I had a bipolar fuck up.
Because he realized he was going to start missing money here.
So which was it? the crowd was lame and I called them out, or no, they were awesome. I had a mental breakdown.
Punch him for the
Which
apology.
Which one is it?
Punch him for the
whole
apology.
thing's stupid.
Yes. Anyways, I don't want to get bogged
I'll
down
defend
on
our
it.
concerts.
But then since you gave money, we rehashed that.
We did. If you give money, you get mentioned. That's our rule. That's our goal.
Yeah, don't bite the hand that feeds you.
I want to punch NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
Go ahead and get your punch out, and I'm going to look up some people while you do that because I like this topic a lot. Go ahead. Tim,
For cracking down on load management
I'm listening.
in a league that already plays about 20 games too fucking many, in a league in which the regular season barely matters because you let more than half your teams in the playoffs. A 2.5-month playoff tournament is your season. The regular season is for folks that love basketball and just want to watch ball. But you put it all in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And so you want to crack down because teams have wised up and want to keep their good players healthy all season, and so they manage their minutes. They manage their games. You don't like it, so you make it hard as hell for teams to load manage. And somehow that's become a negative phrase, by the way. Load management, giving guys rest, whatever you want to call it. Fast forward to these playoffs. Is there one playoff series in the first round that has not been affected by a key player being hurt? I can't think of one. Did the Thunder have any injuries?
Not yet, but they're all 22.
Yeah, and they swept a shitty New Orleans team.
They're all 22.
Whether it's, the Lakers are banged up, Jamal Murray's having to beg into games because he's banged up. Houston's own Jimmy Butler, he didn't play last night. Kristaps Porzingis now, he got hurt for the Celtics last night.
He hurts getting out of bed.
He don't count. He gets hurt getting out of bed. All right, fine.
Good. No, go ahead.
And there's probably 10 more I'm not even talking about right now.
I like this
Luka's
take.
banged up in Dallas.
Hell, Jamal Murray's banged up.
That's what I'm saying.
He almost didn't play.
He had to beg his way into play last night, and he wound up hitting the game-winning shot. When your whole season, when 80% of the games that matter are playoff games, yet you force teams to play guys in bullshit, meaningless games because you don't like load management, and it winds up with 7 of your 8 first-round playoff series are fucked up because a star's hurt. Maybe you went overboard with your crackdown on load management. So punch Adam Silver for cracking down on load management. It has led to a bevy of guys now being hurt, and everyone's limping to the finish line, and it's unfortunate. And it's going to take away from the legitimacy of the championship, maybe.
Yeah, I'll say this. The man whose coach invented load management, Tim Duncan, 16 times played over 65 games.
Yep.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan, 12 over 65. Kobe Bean Bryant, 14 times over 65 games. These dudes are just pizzas. Joel Embiid takes care of his body like a dog.
Always hurt.
Always hurt. It ain't got nothing to do with the load management. It's just these dudes ain't built like that. And not only that, these dudes are also, like, perfect example last night. Anthony Davis looks like he got somewhat of a stinger. Couldn't wait to come out the game. Couldn't wait to show the world that he was dying pain. LeBron James turns his ankle at 39, waves off Darvin Ham. I'm not coming out the game.
Yeah.
These dudes don't understand how that sometimes you got to play hurt. Sometimes you have to play through pain. They ain't got nothing to do with the load management. It ain't got nothing to do with these guys having to trying to play 82 games that used to be a badge of honor. Like, no, I'm going out there. Nobody was like, oh, well, I'm gonna rest 20 some odd games so I'm fresh for the playoffs. That's not how this works. You do the things around the clock to make sure your body's ready. And they haven't done that.
See, like if I were Darvin Ham, I would have let LeBron miss 20 games this year and wouldn't even have given two shits about it.
And you know what? With all the miles on that truck, it makes sense. I'm not down for load managing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's in his 20s. These dudes are making more money than ever. sorry, you got to go to work. But I'm not discrediting your punch because as soon as you sent that text this morning, I was like, that's an interesting take. Maybe these guys
That's
broke
fine.
down. Maybe these
Then
guys broke down, but I'm just saying there was a time where guys tried their hardest to play 82 despite they knowing the fact that they're going to have to be ready for the playoff run, which was much more physical game. And Timmy, who didn't really take care of his body till the end of his career, until he was like, damn, okay, I'm older now. I didn't really have to not eat McDonald's. The weight is weighing on my knees. Let me start taking care of my body. 16 times he played over 65 games, and his coach invented load management. 65 games is not a lot to ask. If 65 games is too much to ask, then Jaylen Brown shouldn't be making almost $60 million a year. Damian Lillard's making $55-60 million a year. Bradley Beal swept in the first rounds making $50 million a year. If 65 is too much to ask, then let's lower the salary cap.
65 games is not too much to ask. 82 is.
No.
But
Okay, cool.
These teams get shamed by the league.
Adam Silver said, I'm going to give you 17 days off plus a week off during All-Star break. And I'm going to figure out the schedule where we're doing less back-to-backs and less 5 games and 7 nights. Adam Silver and the league have bent over backwards because they have recognized, like, look, there is something to the science of too much flights, too many back-to-backs, too many 3 and 4, too many 5 and 7. So they adjusted and said, you know what we'll do? I'll give you 17 games that you can rest. You just got to get to 65 and you can still make first-team All-NBA. I'm going to give you a week off, and I'm going to fix the schedule so it's not as many back-to-backs. I don't think that's too much to ask when I'm giving you $45-50 million a year. That's all I'm saying.
Fine.
But
I won't
I'm not
complain
saying
anymore about the playoffs all fucked up because everyone's hurt.
No, they are though. Because look at Milwaukee. That was a great trade.
Terrible.
Dame Lillard and Giannis out. That's
Neither
not
one
good.
of them.
That's not good for anybody.
Not good for. I'm not watching that shit.
I'm not watching the Bucks Pacers.
Milwaukee.
No. You're right. They're pretty much Dame is pretty much in a situation where he's Portland East now. Before he got hurt, he was out there with a bunch of spares. He's like, damn, I'm back in Portland. I'm just in Milwaukee.
A worse city.
You know what I'm saying?
It's cold in April.
But no, I'm fine with the punch, Mike. But I'm just saying, like, damn, then we really got to reevaluate. We're not going to come down from 82. Let's just stop that. Owners,
I know.
I'm not talking about you. Never said
No,
that.
there's too much. No,
Yeah.
I would. There's too many games.
Yeah.
Too many games that don't matter.
No, it is. I think every league. I think NFL should be around 14. I think baseball should be around 80-something, and I think basketball should be at 50. I'm just looking at it from a business standpoint.
Understood.
The owners would lose too much money, but all of them should damn near be cut in half. NFL should not. They're talking about adding one. NFL should be around 12 to 14 games.
Oh, they got to get to an even number at some point.
Yeah,
they're going to go to 18.
They're going to go to 18. They're just probably add a bye week. But if in reality, if we're really talking about player safety, at most it should be 14 regular season
At
games.
most. I agree.
And baseball could do 100?
Oh my God, baseball should do 82.
And then basketball should be around 50 and start at Christmas.
Sure.
I think that would be perfect.
And the games would be so much more enjoyable and
For sure.
entertaining. That's fine. You want to call everybody pussies and jump on my opinion? That's fine. It's easy for Joe Fan to say that.
Right.
Right. We didn't need Adam Silver getting involved. You know, we can argue whether there's too many pizzas now, or Wilt Chamberlain played in 80 games, so we were better. We were better humans then. Okay, whatever.
I'm not trying to be
That's a different argument.
Not trying to be that guy. But
I'm a libertarian. I don't need big government jumping into the business of my business. But Adam Silver decides to shame teams into
Well, he
not
just said,
load
He just said,
managing.
hey, if you want to make this extra money and make first team All Pro or be Rookie of the Year MVP, you got to at least give me 65.
fine.
That's all he said.
Fine. But I have no problem with my stars missing 20 games. None. They put Wemby on a minutes restriction over a little tiny ankle. Had the Spurs been really good this year, the NBA would have hated that. There have been years where the NBA pressured teams, hey, this week you've got a game on TNT.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to load manage, you better do it on Tuesday. You better play your guys on Thursday.
Well,
they've literally fined teams for benching guys because TNT didn't get their stars.
Well, dude,
that's bullshit. That's
feel
big
you, Mike.
government bullshit.
That would be like
FTNT.
That would be like us having replacements during our biggest sponsors segment.
Tough shit.
Like TNT gave you $1 billion. ABC gave you $1 billion. I don't want Chris Middleton and Brooke Lopez. I want Giannis and Dame. I gave you $2 billion.
Tough titties. It's called capitalism. It's called freedom.
Damn, Mike.
You know, it's like this ain't. See, y'all in our Thunderdome wants to get all wrapped up in toughness. This ain't
No,
about
I'm
toughness.
not talking about toughness. I'm just talking about business. I'm talking about business.
Correct.
I'm
the
talking about
NBA's
big business.
cracking down on load management because Mickey and TNT and ABC don't like it. They don't give a shit about toughness. That's Big Brother shit kowtowing to the sponsors.
That's fair. And we understand that. We're businessmen.
And it didn't work because look how many guys are hurt.
We're businessmen, and we have obligations too, right?
I don't know. I'm about to go to Hawaii. I'm going to miss shows if I can't get sponsorships. Y'all better sponsor me or I'm not playing.
Good night.
Who are you punching, LG? Anybody today?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm just going to say, you had a good week in Canada.
I'll save mine for next week.
All right.
What's today, Tuesday?
Marinate on it for a day.
It's a while.
It's Orlando Kell. Don't punch that girl. Just divorce her. Because if you punch her, then you're not going to win nothing.
Shit.
You ain't getting shit. Just takes one meltdown, fellas. You know how we are. We're pent up with chemicals. We suppress our feelings, and we let it all out one day in a rage, and we overreact. Don't want to do that. Because when you do that, then the judge ain't going to be on your side. Play it cool. Be a gangsta. A real gangsta. And let the courts handle it with a badass lawyer like Orlando Kell, a family lawyer for Thunderdome. Divorce, custody, visitation, father's rights is what he specializes in because God knows in the state of Texas, if a woman wants to F you over, the state of Texas is more than willing to allow her to do so. Don't tell me Texas don't support women because in the judicial system, you bet your ass they do.
Until it's time to tell her what
If
to
you
do with
want
her
to
body.
ruin it, that's true. But I'm talking about in divorce cases, Texas is all about the woman. You want to ruin a man's life, you can do so. But if you have a good lawyer, you can. It doesn't have to be so bad.
You can minimize
the damage.
That shit.
Load manage
I
your
had too many
pain
Rick
with
Ross
Orlando
barbecue chips this
Kell.
morning.
Yeah, stuttering prick.
It is Orlando Kell, 210-775-4995, or you can email him directly, orlandokell.law@gmail.com. Textually Transmitted is in here. $10 donation. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Punch the effing Dallas Cowboys for paying Zeke Elliott more on his old contract than his new one.
How about them Cowboys?
Ass whip factor is high on this one, very high. We got into this yesterday, too.
Textually, they got damn. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Well, he's right. The Cowboys have Zeke because
He's
they backed themselves into this corner.
because he's family. That's it. That's the only reason.
That's how the wannabe world champion Dallas
Right.
Cowboys handle
'Cause he's
their
family.
business. Let's go bring in. We fucked up our running back position. We have the worst running back core in the history of our franchise in 2024. We need somebody. Let's just go get a guy that's already played here. Not because he can play. Not because we need someone good. Because he played here before. That's the Cowboys way. Friends and feel good and scared to hurt feelings. This is the same guy who literally is like, fuck you. You're going to give me $80 million or I ain't playing. And go down to Mexico. And Jerry's like, well, let's get him signed. Big, bad, tough, wildcat and oil man Jerry Jones. He's too scared to play hardball with a running back. Gives him the worst contract in modern times. Finally releases the guy when he's washed. A year later, they fucked up their running back position. Let's just go bring him back. It's outrageous. That is not how you run businesses, what they do.
Well, not how you at least a football team.
And they're worth.
He does good with business.
No,
is
you
running a
say
football
that.
team.
You say that.
Well, when you
And
clear
I
a
think he's
Billy,
overrated as a businessman, too, by the
Wow.
way. Yeah. I think that logo sells itself.
oh, got you.
A big part. You and I could become the owners of the Cowboys today.
And we'll still clear Billy.
I'm not saying I'm a better businessman than Jerry. I'm saying he is not Rupert Murdoch. You know, he ain't Steve fucking Jobs. He's an old man born into money who got lucky, and maybe he was a great businessman in his time. He ain't had a fastball in 20 years. He's a big P. And they load manage their team to where Rico Dowdle is the starting tailback. They draft Deuce Vaughn because his daddy is a scout, and they lied last year and said, no, we drafted Deuce because he can play. Some bitch can barely get through a practice.
That didn't touch your heart, though?
No.
His dad on the phone crying and son crying, that didn't pull at your strings a little bit?
No, they don't know what they're doing up there. At the moment, I said I called bullshit on that and said he's 5'4". He's not going to be active. He's not going to be active one game. He was active maybe twice.
Yeah, it wasn't much. And it was toward the end of the season.
Bullshit. So right there with you, textually transmitted, right there with you.
You all right?
Yeah. I got people on both sides of the fence on my crackdown on the Mercado. Hey, you don't want thugs in there shooting each other and getting people hurt? Sorry, make it harder to get in.
Yeah,
sucks for poor people.
Well, no,
don't blame us. We're trying to get people not murdered at our event.
You got histories and generations of families that have been going. So the thing about it is, I'm fine with the market. I understand what the market means to us.
Make it harder to get in.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
Don't let young dumbasses in.
That's all I'm saying. Like, we should have been. The reason I punched all of them is because we should have been searching.
Yeah, and I caught some hell last week for when I was saying that I don't go to the major events anymore. I go to the offshoot events. I go to small little fiesta
What kind
parties.
of shit did they give you? What's your
that I've turned my back on the city and I've gotten
People
old.
really text you that?
A little bit. Email, not text, email. We had DMs and shit. Look, the downtown shootings.
Mail, motherfucker.
Well, you can get shot anywhere, Mike.
Yeah, but I don't go to places. I go to places where the odds are a little lower. It's all a big poker game out there on the mean streets. But you can make some educated decisions on avoiding getting shot. Like mass parties full of dumb young asses, 2 o'clock in the morning, drunk off their balls, who've been quaffing beer and smoking vapes and shit all fucking day, and they're fucked up.
Yeah.
And they're 18 and 20 years old. They pull a gun out because they had you looked at my girl or whatever, or you cut me off in line or whatever.
Damn.
It's bullshit.
It's unfortunate.
We don't play that bullshit in King William, boy.
Jeez.
All right. Got a roofing company. It's week 2 of our new roofing company.
I promise you, your roof is screwed up, especially if you're on my side of town, what you want to call Northwest, you want to call it West. I promise you.
El Paso, East. You look far.
Yeah, I promise you, your roof is screwed up, and you need the good folks at GC to come check it out. I promise you it is.
Indeedy. What's up? They've got 3 leads already last week. Let's get them more.
Let's get them 12.
Hey, man, and this is a good time to have a badass Thunderdome roofing company on our side because it's hail season. It's thunderstorm season. The air is warming. We're gonna have May showers. I said, was it April showers bring May flowers? Nah, in Texas, it's pretty much April and May showers bring June hot box. So it's storm season. So keep this in mind. If you wind up needing a roofer, GC Services Roofing and Construction is your guy. Call Russ at 210-347-0426. They do residential, commercial for you companies, solar installs as well. Russ at gcservicesroofing.com. gcservicesroofing.com. All right, what else today? I don't want to get into this debate about Jordan and LeBron anymore.
I'm not doing that.
And I know how you don't like us LeBron supporters. We beat you down.
I love LeBron.
But here in Camp LeBron, we just want to report that he did have a 30-9 game last night. He's about to be 40 years old. And he's going to play in the Olympics.
Great series for LeBron individually.
In here getting on me. Oh, quit making excuses for these little sissies that can't play 80 games anymore. LeBron plays in all of them. Out there with a sprained ankle, refusing to come out of the game. Yeah. You can say something about the lack of power that Darvin Ham has, but LeBron's like, I'm not coming out.
None.
Saying got a tweaked ankle, goes for 30-9. And is he gonna rest this summer? No, he's gonna go to Paris and represent this country in the Olympics. So y'all can bash on LeBron all you want.
Love LeBron.
I know it's fun to criticize and overreact to things in the moment and glorify the past. Because our brain changes over the years, and what you remember changes.
Right.
The longer something was ago, the more glorified it becomes. I know Mike never missed a shot. I know that he was 100% his entire career.
That's the way we make it seem. Yeah.
Never turned the ball over ever.
I like that. You sound just
Michael
like a
Jordan
LeBron
went
fan.
39 games once without turning the ball over. I know that's how your brain tells you when you were 17 that it was. And no one can ever hold a candle to the greatness of Michael Jordan. But how about LeBron kicking ass at 39, waving off his coach because he don't want to come out even though he's too hurt to play. Just saying. If we're going to call guys pussies for load management, let's not throw LeBron under the bus because it's sexy and he's famous and it's
Agreed.
easy to do because it says Lakers on his shirt. And I get all that. And I've criticized him many times over the years. But at worst, we talk about the second greatest basketball player ever lived.
Fair.
So that's it. All right, Ribaldo Realty Group is the official real estate company of this show, too. Jay Ribaldo. There's another one of our guys. He's so handsome, he wants his picture up there. Once you see them teeth he's got. And I like the suit that he chose for his business card. I don't know if he's a Cowboy fan.
No.
But it can't hurt that he's
I
got
don't know.
Cowboy colors on and that blue and silver and light gray shirt. That suit he's got there.
Just get started,
Look
folks.
at Jay.
Just get started.
When you decide to get into when you bought this house, how many people do you think had a say in it? 50?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. 50-something people wind up being involved in the sale of a house, which is why the most important person involved in your house sale after you is your agent. You need to be very, very careful. You need to vet these people, know who you're getting into bed with, and I can easily put my reputation on the line and represent Jay. He's a guy you should call. There's many good ones. Hank was a good one. Still is. Jay's our guy in the moment. He's badass. Jay Ribaldo. Call him at 887-1081 or email him directly at jribaldo@kw.com. It's jribaldo@kw.com. All right. What else today? We didn't even talk football hardly. Oh, no, we talked.
We can talk
I
about
bashed
numbers.
the stupid Cowboys.
We could talk it.
I know that Travis Kelce got a new deal, right? We're gonna go to 10-15 today.
Okay.
LG's got duties.
Highest paid tight end ever.
I didn't even see the money. I don't want to
cares
hear
about
about
the
Travis Kelce until the season at this point. It's not his fault. I'm beaten.
Are you
I've
beat down?
I've seen him enough.
Really?
I can go a while longer without hearing about him, but what did he get? 2 years and
I don't know.
stupid
That's
money?
a lot. I don't pay attention to anybody but quarterbacks.
They're the overwhelming favorite again next year.
I just pay attention to quarterback money.
My quarterback.
No, I saw that Kelce got paid big money.
And not only that, he's making more money off the field probably because of what's her name, Taylor. I had an interesting debate with the two guys that hired me for the Air Force. They were saying we got into Beyonce and Taylor, and they were telling me that Taylor's the biggest thing we've seen since Michael Jackson. Now, what I told them was, okay, fair. But I said, what if Beyonce started dating Dak Prescott? Keep in mind, they already have the highest ratings. Even with what Travis and Taylor have created. If they've created a monster, we've seen the numbers, the viewership, and all that stuff. But with the Cowboys already having the highest numbers, if you throw Beyonce into that fold, is that not a bigger deal? If she's dating Dak Prescott and she's sitting next to Jerry Jones every game.
Taylor Swift or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Oh. I mean, she's with Jay-Z.
No, I'm saying I'm saying because they were like, oh, well, she's the biggest thing since Michael Jackson. I was like, well, damn, that's a hell of a statement.
Dude, I think I agree. I'm going
Really?
through my
No,
brain.
I'm not saying.
I don't.
I'm asking you. I'm
I think
asking y'all.
I think whoever you were talking to is onto something.
She's that big since Michael Jackson.
Musically or just celebrity in this world?
Whatever you want to. Whatever. Let's just keep it musically.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think she
LG.
She may be bigger than Michael Jackson.
I'm gonna have to abstain from this vote because I don't listen to. any of
No,
it,
no,
so.
No. But you see the world though. You're an informed man. You don't have to like the tunes.
I don't like the movie. I don't listen to Taylor Swift. I rarely listen to Beyonce.
Drake's bigger than the Beatles as far as sales and fucking Q rating and eyeballs on tunes and stuff. Is Taylor bigger than Drake?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Positive.
All right. Okay. Then if Taylor's bigger than Drake, then she's the biggest thing since Michael Jackson. Or
so if they went on
Garth Brooks was
I put this
massive.
on Facebook about a month ago. So if they went on tour together, Taylor closes.
Taylor and Beyonce?
If they decided, hey, let's just team up. I got this country album. You got your album coming out. Who closes?
Taylor. I'm a Pearl Jam fan.
No.
I don't like either one of them. I don't listen to either one of them. I
don't listen to either
I
one of
haven't
them
heard
either.
a Beyonce
Not like that.
song in 20 years. I heard this country tune she had. I didn't hear one song
hate
from
that
Lemonade. Now, okay, and to be fair, I have heard some Taylor stuff, but it's been a long time since my kids were little.
There's a tune or two from Taylor that I like. But for the most part, I'm not like, when it comes out, I'm like, okay, let me skim through the album. I don't do that.
I think she's the least talented megastar we've ever had, Taylor Swift. I don't think she's that great, but for whatever reason, man, she took off with American society.
And the Swifties don't play.
And you want to say part of it, her being white helps? Okay, that's fine. You can throw that in there.
Of course it helps.
Sure.
She's like America's sweetheart type chick.
Yeah.
It's not raunchy, quote unquote. She's not putting her vote with any candidate. You know, Beyonce went over there. Beyonce went over there with Barack. She went over there with Biden.
Yeah.
She had on the Black Panther outfit during the Super Bowl. That turns a lot of people off. But that don't mean really, when you break it down, that Taylor's doper than her. Taylor's not doper than B. She can't dance.
Not doper, but bigger. Mr. Beast. Have you watched one show of Mr. Beast?
I don't have to.
He's so fucking huge. His logo's on the Charlotte Bobcats, or whatever their name is these days.
And he's building freaking water wells in Africa and
I
shit.
think that I'm getting too
Like
old
hundreds.
to even know the impact of these massive world megastars. Taylor's the biggest star on earth. Bigger than Bollywood. I'm trying to be fair. Okay, is there some Bollywood girl in India that we've never heard of, but everybody in India worships her? Still not bigger than Taylor Swift, not globally.
And just looking at the chat, it's funny. Like, you know, we're supposed to, in the hip hop community, we're supposed to embrace the white man that wants to rap. But when a sister wants to do country, it's trash and it's a problem.
Oh, not over here.
I'm not saying you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you, but it's funny to me how when one of the most talented artists we've ever seen wants to go outside of her box, then it's trash. But I got to accept Jack Harlow and Bubba Sparks and who I like. I like all these guys. I'm just saying. I'm supposed to like Eminem, which I don't ride around to Eminem, which I saw more of Eminem than I did any draft pick this past week with the draft. That's supposed to be, hey, why can't we be all inclusive? What's about race? But as soon as the sister do a country album, everybody loses their shit. I see the world. Not you, not LG. I'm just saying.
I think Taylor's bigger, but I don't think I think, and I've said this before, there are 1,000 women. I'm not saying she sucks.
Who?
Taylor Swift.
I'm not saying she sucks.
There
either.
are 1,000 women in this town alone, who can sing as good or better than Taylor Swift. But that's not the stars. The good Lord bless Taylor Swift, man. She was in the right places, and she performs when the lights are on, and it is what it is. I mean, she's the biggest thing since Michael Jackson. Shit. I've spent 10 minutes here trying to come up with somebody else musically, and I just can't. There's no one that could touch it. She's the biggest act of all time, pop music, for sure. Not even close. Yeah. She's the queen of pop of all time now. And she did country. Talking about crossing over.
Was that country?
Her first records were, yeah. I liked her. I thought she was sweet and cute. I thought she'd be gone in 4 or 5 years like all the rest of them. Then she decided to go all poppy. And the good thing is country music and pop music they're so intertwined now. It's so easy to do both.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's it.
Travis Kelce got paid. That's how that started.
Travis Kelce got paid. All right, NFL alumni Super Bowl of golf qualifiers coming down Monday at the TPC. Do you want to play in a charity golf tournament? Do you want to give back to charities like Morgan's Inclusion Initiative or Eva's Heroes or Caring for Kids or the Ryan Seacrest Foundation? The NFL alumni Super Bowl of golf qualifiers at the TPC on Monday. You'll get an ex-NFL player to play with your foursome. There's a big gala coming up on Sunday night. in which you'll draft those NFL players, and whoever you draft will play with your foursome the next day. You get your own caddy, VIP draft reception picks when they're going to have this. Lots of prizes and stuff, and a chance to compete in the Super Bowl of golf. So if your foursome wins Monday, you go to Vegas and play in the Super Bowl of golf, and all the money goes to charities supported by local and national charities that the NFL Alumni Association supports. For information, go to superbowlofgolf.com. It is superbowlofgolf.com. All right. Got about 5 minutes or so to go. Then LG's got to go do stuff. Brian Windhorst has said, and I saw this interview too. He knows more than he's letting on. You could tell he was giving it away with his facial expressions.
I see, but then a couple weeks
I
ago,
wouldn't be shocked if
right. But a couple weeks
wound up
ago,
with a big player.
But a couple weeks ago, he was saying they're not going to be big players, and then now
He's been told something different. Clearly,
got you.
Brian Windhorst is saying the Spurs are going to do something this summer.
And when McAfee brought up the name Trae Young, Wendy said, "That's an interesting name."
Yeah, I know. He almost see. I hope, man. I don't want Trae Young
Why not?
because he don't play D, and he's little, and he's a volume shooter. He's Antoine Walker. I think he's overrated as shit. I would rather have DeJounte Murray on that
But
team.
with Wemby, because see, this is the
I
thing.
understand.
That's the thing. We gotta. Okay, first there was his rookie year, fine, but by year 3 or 4.
Yeah.
If he's who we say he is,
Mm-hmm.
then you're supposed to make, because Tony Parker ain't Tony Parker without Tim.
Right.
Tim made him better. Tim helped him evolve. Tim put him in better spots. Tim anchored the defense. Tim made the right play. Tim was a true leader.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So I'm saying, okay, you think Trae Young is overrated. Well, ain't that Mr. Everything in the world job to make him a better player? If Wemby is the greatest thing since the microwave or since the air fryer,
You want to keep putting all that on Wemby.
what now, Mike? What are we doing? We spent 3 years trying to get this kid.
Wemby ain't gonna make Trae Young play defense.
No, that's true. But Tony didn't play no defense.
He got better, and he also had a hell of a lot better team that he joined.
Right.
If they go bring in Trae Young, I'm going to
You're gonna be pissed.
repeat this opinion. Try not to be pissed, and I got no choice. I got to see if it plays out. Maybe Young, maybe he becomes an all-around player in San Antonio. Maybe he winds up just being Tony and serviceable on D, kick ass on offense, and run the best pick and roll in the NBA with Wemby. Okay, cool. I can be talked into that. This is like me saying I don't think Taylor Swift is the greatest pop singer of all time, but I'm willing to admit that she's the biggest. I'm willing to accept Trae Young as my point guard. God knows they don't. I mean, he'd be an upgrade of what they have now. No offense to Trae Jones or anybody else. You know me, I'm Mr. Blow them all out. I don't give a shit who comes back next year to play with
Especially
Wemby.
if we talking about a Devin Booker or somebody like that, right?
I did find this interesting.
What's that?
On the heels of Windhorst, be like, well, I've been told that maybe San Antonio is an ideal spot. And then, like you said, he's asked about Trae Young. He's like, that's an interesting name. Okay, shut up. Did you see where several San Antonio city officials have signed NDAs? And it has to do with their negotiations with SSE.
But what's the NDA about? Like a new arena?
Yes, absolutely. We all know the Spurs are getting ready to move. We all know this.
Right.
We all know that they're looking for land. It's probably going to be somewhere where the Texas Institute of Cultures is now. We all know they're going to have a new place. We all know they're going to probably ask for tax dollars to do it. But you know how the Spurs are. They don't want any of that shit official. None of that public. They don't want that out. And so I thought it was funny that all these city management people and stuff, they've all been sworn. The city has made them sign NDAs. You are not allowed to discuss any of the negotiations with Spurs Sports and Entertainment regarding the arena because you know how the Spurs are. They're KGB. They don't want none of their shit out. So that's a point of saying if they are interested in Trae Young, they're not going to tell us till they do it.
No.
Brian Windhorst can doo-doo grin all he wants on ESPN. But I thought that was funny. Everybody signing NDAs.
NDA's
Something big's going on.
NDA only goes as far as your best friend of the person that signed it.
It's going to be a big summer. Cruel summer. Isn't that a Taylor Swift
Because how
song?
do I track that if it's all of them, Mike? How do I track it? How do I find out
Track
who
what?
was? If like, okay, let's say somebody that signed the NDA leaks it. How do I find that out? You can't.
They will. They got power. Damn Spurs have power.
That's what happens when you're the only show in town.
Well, something big's going on. That's all. Going to
I'm
bring in
down.
some more players. They're going to have a new arena. They're coming.
Missions too. What can you tell us about them? You signed an NDA,
I'm not signing an NDA with admissions.
so then give us something.
I'll do that tomorrow. We're out of time.
Y'all heard
Oh,
him.
darn
Y'all
it.
heard
There
him.
go the time. Oh, man. LG's giving me the rap. I
right,
can't
let's
help it.
get
He's
outta
got
here.
stuff to do. Love you, bro.
No, peace out.
See you, man.
Give me something. Later.
See y'all, manana.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.